Some lady named Ruth. Baby Ruth.
This is a classic, absolutely a classic. A few dusty boys throwing balls on a dusty little field. All the boys are real nice and dusty.
I love The Sandlot. Scary dog, that the ball went over I loved it.
A classic movie that for whatever reason I remember specifically seeing when I went to summer camp.
One of the great insults to come from The Sandlot is you bob for apples in the toilet and you like it.
I know a lot of people, I don't know if they still feel this way, but they felt this way when we were 7 and when we were 8, who thought that The Sandlot was the Citizen Kane of sports movies. To me, it's pretty good.
It's about like hopping fences and then turning around and hopping it again.
It's about getting horny for a woman lifeguard.
It's about being yo.
It's about your eyes popping out because
Did you see a tit?
Because you see a tit in a bathing suit.
I was thinking about this movie and I was like, James Earl Jones deserved a spinoff. I forgot that he was in it because until he's in it. And I was like, wow, you really ought to give him his whole separate movie. The Sandlot, what's next door?
How about a movie where we see Wendy Peppercorn start a company?
Here's a follow-up question for that kid is how many apples can you fit in a toilet? I think it's about 6 unless you've got a big toilet.
It's a total like Stephen King, Spielberg influence thing where it's like all of our childhoods were like being lonely young white men with baseball caps in the suburbs.
All the kids are always saying things, making fun of each other, and then in real life, kids would say that to you.
Oh, just watch The Sandlot. That's all I got. Watch The Sandlot.
Hello.
Catherine O'Hara.
Home Alone. He's just kind of home alone.
Macaulay Culkin eats my ideal meal in this movie, which is wearing a tablecloth and eating a plate of marshmallows.
He's there. He's at home. Home alone. Kevin. He's there. He's at his home by himself.
It's a huge movie for pulleys and wires and tripped cords and buckets.
One good thing about the first Home Alone as opposed to the second Home Alone is it does not have a Donald Trump cameo.
I remember watching it as a kid and thinking, this is what I would do. I would fuck somebody up.
It does seem like the punishments are pretty harsh for the crimes.
It was this bizarre communal kid experience to like watch a child physically harm adults.
Kids are like violent, terrible people. And like, I definitely as a kid at one point was like, what would happen if I just pressed a hot iron against someone's skin?
Yeah, I would have just gone into the closet, got my dad's gun, killed them both. I'm from Texas, castle law. So that would have just been, and they would have thanked me. They would have given me a key to the damn city.
Does Barry Manilow know that you raid his wardrobe?
Give you the answer to that question, Mr. Bender, next Saturday. Don't mess with the bull, young man. You'll get the horns.
I mean, The Breakfast Club is a great instance of getting to revisit one of those classic John Hughes high school movies.
Oh my God, the moment I hear Breakfast Club, I always think about the Ali Sheedy thing where her dandruff is coming off and
She goes like this and her dandruff falls on it.
So gross.
Finally, I saw myself on screen.
When Molly Ringwald brings sushi to detention, that's the person I felt represented on film.
Breakfast Club calcified the stereotypes that sort of all teen movies would make such good use of.
It gave people permission to self-identify as a thing.
The classifications were interesting because it was not a nice classification, I think, maybe for, like, it's a lot of different shades of whiteness.
It's a jock, the brains, the beauty, the recluse.
The jock. The weirdo.
The burnout.
The burnout.
I love when they say
yeah,
burnout.
I know.
It's like
and it was the weird
No one's
girl.
ever called anyone a burnout in real life.
I know.
Yeah, you're vanilla, or maybe you're a vanilla bean, or maybe you're a vanilla bean with the little specks, or maybe you're a vanilla bean without the little specks. I guess that's beautiful maybe for people watching it to be like, oh, look at all of the different tastes of vanilla that get to be here.
These are all movies that would be so pleasantly welcomed back. It's like, why were they ever gone in the first place? I'm gonna start streaming.